Greetings everyone, this is Planet Mitch from lightRumors.co, where you can find out all about the brand new Light L16 16 crazy sensor lens module camera that is going to change the environment for photography forever. No, not there. Not yet, go. This evening, in a rush, I found out the sun was setting, so I ran outside with my 5D Mark IV and the Light L16, and I fired off some images as quickly as I could, trying to match the settings as closely as I could, and I wasn't exactly perfect, but I think this will give you a good idea. So which one of these images is the L16 and which one is the Canon 5D Mark IV? Now I'm going to leave these up here for just a second, and then I'm also going to zoom in. So if you want to pause and maybe closely analyze these two images, and see which one you think is the Light L16, pause now. Alright, now that you're back, which one is which? Do you have a clue? Does it help if I zoom in and maybe move around a little bit more? And you will see that there is some detail up here in the upper clouds where there isn't maybe detail over here. And maybe if we scroll down here, we can see that there's detail in the trees on both sides. And they weren't exactly framed exactly the same, but we're starting to see a little hint right over here on the far edge that indeed the camera, I keep wanting to say the camera, the image on the right-hand side is the L16. So you can see up here in the name, L16, and over here 5D4. So the 5D Mark IV is over here on the left. Now, interestingly enough, if you look closely, right here, right above the hand, in between the two fingers is a dust spot. And there's another dust spot right there. I'm sorry, if you wiggle around, you can see that that is definitely dust spots right there. There might even be one right there. And you notice on the L16 there aren't any dust spots, which is good. Now, we also know that there are certain problems sometimes with the clarity. You'll see right in here on the L16 image, there's a little bit of fuzziness in the tree, which we of course saw as I was pointing out right up here. There's some kind of a wonkiness that I probably could fix in the software Lumen, but I didn't see that before I started doing this. So over here on the far left, the trees get a little tiny bit blurry in here, but you still see that they are fairly sharp. You've got good edges almost all the way around. There's a blurry spot right in there as well. But you don't see those if you're zoomed out. I mean, if you get really picky, you might see those. But I thought this would be a good sample case. It's not 100% perfect. One is not better than the other. Of course, you got your own special ways to figure out what you think is the best image. We would always like everything to be 100% clear all the time, right? But let me also go through, and I think I can go backwards to this image. If I zoom in, there's a lot more clarity in the clouds in this particular image. I think that I had tapped and focused on the clouds, whereas you can see down here in the trees we have some blurry spots. So there are times where you may not get exactly what you wanted with the L16. But the cool thing about the L16 is that all of this is improving via software, and they have shown us multiple times that the images are changing as they improve the software, and you can go back and reprocess. The other thing I need to mention, by the way, on the 5D Mark IV, in case you saw it, there isn't any hint of grain over here. And let me also do this, which you can't see. Light is not currently putting through all of the EXIF information, which I've reported to them. I think the 5D Mark IV I had to set to 640 because I was trying to get the settings exactly the same, and I failed. Like I said, I was rushing because like a minute after I took this picture, the sun was just like completely gone. So in complete transparency, this 5D Mark IV image, if you look at the, let me make that go away, if you look at the settings over here, I have bumped the exposure up because I way underexposed that image. I was trying to match them in order to make them look fairly decent next to each other, trying to be the comparison. So there's actually more grain in the 5D Mark IV image than I wanted to, because I was trying to set them at a lower ISO. But if I go back to the grid and show you that my first images, and these were way underexposed, even though I was trying to make the settings the same. So when I bump the exposure up, you see that there's a whole bunch of noise in there. So I couldn't use those even though the settings were much better. And oh, the other thing I meant to show you, which I've blown now, let's see if I can do this quickly. I was trying to make the resolutions be identical, and I failed with the 5D Mark IV. You can see that I actually was trying to get it with the variable resolution of the L16 to be about an output of 30 megapixels, which is what the 5D Mark IV is. And you can see that if the variable resolution chart, you see that, and it would say that at 45 millimeters, they're both at about 30 megapixels. And so I blew it on the 5D Mark IV, so it's a little bit larger, has a little bit better resolution, but please sign up over on lightrumors.co/join to get all the information in your inbox, as well as to be able to submit images in our gallery and video once that's available in the L16 Cinema, and subscribe on YouTube and all those other wonderful sharing things. We certainly appreciate it. We will see you later, and I hope you see the light. Do you get it? Do you get the pun there? Hope you see the light. All right, thanks. We're out.